sales agent, an international sales agent. We acquire the rights. Typically, you are acquiring worldwide rights, except for any territories that may have been pre-sold, or the production company holds those rights for their local territory. We are then in a situation where we're doing a B2B transaction, not a B2C, so it's a little bit different type of communication. So you're going B2B with the local distributors, France, Korea, China, wherever the distributors, and you're licensing the rights. So it's not that you're selling the rights, you're licensing the rights so that you have a term. Maybe it's a 5-year term, maybe it's a 2-year term. Some television deals are 18 months and you're done, or it could go up to 12 years. It could go for any length of time. But we negotiate, these deals with the local distributors, and of course then after the deal has been signed and we then deliver the film to the local distributor, we then call upon the distributor to make quarterly reports, which we turn around to the producers. So it's a business transaction. I mean, this is truly the business side of filmmaking. It's not the creative side. I think Cannes is the cherry on the sundae, number one. And who doesn't love to come to Cannes? But I think the role of Cannes is changing, particularly for the independent filmmaker. I think your larger kind of mini studios, if you will, still use Cannes as a launch pad for the next project that they're in pre-sale. They've got Ryan Reynolds attached, or they have some big name attached. It's a little less so for the smaller independent films. There's a lot of activity that we're doing as a sale company, whereby we come here to meet with our distributors. The personal part of it is very important, but it's the technology that allows us. We're not here to close all the time. It used to be you'd come to Cannes and you'd close a lot of deals. Now sometimes you close, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you close it a month later after Cannes. It's not as defined as it once was. And Cannes is still a lot of fun. It's still the cherry on the sundae, but it's less defined as the closing point as it used to be. Run? Just kidding. I used to say the same thing in advertising. Run. I have to say, and I find that most young filmmakers have this, and I say, keep feeding it, because it's the passion. Keep the passion going, because it may fall your way, or it may take you 10 years to get your passion project off the ground. But you have got to be persistent. You have to just keep focused on it, because you never know where that little piece that's missing is going to fall into play. And just keep at it.
Devin Carter. I work with Koan. I've been with Koan now for 19 years. Koan is a sales, distribution, production, and consulting firm. We specialize in producing, distributing films worldwide to markets, whether it's theatrical, digital, pay TV, free TV, all the markets. DVD, although DVD is going away. We are here at Cannes. We're promoting a number of new films. As a sales agent, what we do, we are literally like a real estate agent selling your movie. But we represent you in a way to get your film distributed in all the different markets in a way that, as a filmmaker, you probably can't make the reach yourself. We are here at Cannes. Cannes for us is a number of things. Obviously, we are here at the market part. Cannes also is a festival. A lot of films come here to the festival every year. Cannes is the largest market festival in the world in our industry. It's indispensable for us to be here. Cannes is, like I said, is about a number of different things. It's about networking, it's about fundraising, it's about distribution, it's about everything you can think about in this industry has done here in Cannes. As far as advice I would give to young filmmakers, the market is always changing. In fact, my honest reaction to the market, I've been, as I said, with Koan for 19 years, and the longer I've been here, the less I know. So one thing I know is you have to constantly be innovating. You can't ever get too comfortable, or that's when things start to go badly. You really need to make sure, as a new filmmaker in the current market, I don't care what your budget is, from micro budget to large budget, you need to have a cast. That's my number one advice. And when I say a cast, I'm not talking about someone that you say, well, he was in this, who was in this, who was in this. You need to be able to say the name and instantly you can picture who it is. If you don't have a cast, don't make a film. Go invest in real estate, do something else with your money. Because without a cast today, I can't sell your film sufficient to where your investors will get a return. Why is it so important for your investors to get a return? Well, if you make one movie and you don't pay your investors back, they're not going to invest with you again. And I'll tell you right now, about 94% of independent films do not make money. Sure, I sell them. I sell them here and here and here. But they're not going to make money for your investor, and that's very important, because if you want to have a long career, it's very hard to have to find a brand new investor every single time you want to make a movie. Part of the way to make that movie profitable, number one, have a cast. If you can't get a cast, again, don't make your movie. You can do your short films if you want, to have your calling cards to show the quality, the kinds of things that you can do, but do not make a feature film, do not make a series without either a known A-lister or A-minus lister, or if you're doing a television series, you need to have a TV star. I can't stress the importance of that any more than that. As far as raising money, you know, there really is no one recipe to raising money. You know, people beg, borrow, and steal from family, friends, whatever. There is no way. But as far as, you know, generating a fundraising campaign, I know a lot of people, a lot of first-time filmmakers have been really successful doing Kickstarter campaigns. I know filmmakers who have raised $50,000 to $100,000. Sometimes they're giving away a certain amount of things. Maybe for a $20 donation, they'll give away up to 100 DVDs, and the DVDs are signed by the key cast or something like that. There's so many different things that you can do to pre-sell to your audience. Another thing is you need to define your audience. Who is your audience? Are you going after the Comic-Con crowd? Are you going after the romantic comedy crowd? You need to define your audience so that you know who it is you're going after. And then after that, you need to think about, okay, who are the platforms that are going to actually buy my movie? Because you need to follow certain recipes. If you're making a television movie, you need to have 8 acts. And in every one of those 8 acts, your key actor needs to be in every one of those 8 acts. If you're just doing a name and they're nothing but a cameo, it's not going to sell your movie. You know, so everyone, your lead actor, who is a name, needs to be in all 8 acts for a TV movie. If you're making a feature film for a theatrical, there's certain recipes you need to follow as well. You need to keep up the pacing. And so those are just basic things about movie making. Now, I have associate produced only one movie. It was called Age of the Dragons. I am not a producer. I am not the guru of all knowledge, but I've been selling films for 19 years. I know what sells, I know what doesn't sell. And so I hope you'll listen to some of this advice, and don't make a boring movie. If you do, I can't sell it, and I'm gonna reject it. And that's about Koa.